Hey y'all, welcome to Simply Jan Homestead. Hope you're all having a great Monday. Today, we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly in our gardening. So we moved to Missouri in April, and we did not get our garden planted until the last couple days of April. Part of the good were all our pollinators we planted, and they have served so well to help our plants. We have zinnias and bachelor buttons out here. Now the bachelor buttons were so prolific, they're starting to fall down, but they really helped. And I've been saying that this is the year of the peppers, because in all our life we have not been able to grow peppers like this before, and our plants have been loaded with them. I'm trying to stake up a tomato while I'm talking. So I was tagged by Jacob's Triangle to do this video, and I just thought I'd take you around. I found a jalapeno plant hidden behind the bachelor buttons, and we've already picked quite a few jalapenos off of that. One day I came out and I picked 33 banana peppers off of these plants, and as you can see, they're already loading up again. And then we have another jalapeno here. So this garden right here has done fantastic. I even have a couple okras tucked away, well, 3 of them, that I didn't know would come up. And then we go over to this garden, and this is celery. I have carrots in here, and those I just started from the bottom of a celery plant. And then we have the cucumbers. You see that bee? Look at our pollinator. So these have produced quite a few cucumbers. There's another one growing, and I'm just shocked. So that's a good. In the front raised beds. And then over here we took out all the kohlrabi except there's 2. And we planted corn and turnips. Now, and then there's 3 okras and a dill hanging on. This was filled with dill and nasturtium. And those are starting to peter out. But overall, these gardens have flourished. This is my tomatoes. These are my dragon's tongue beans. And then these are my royal burgundy beans. Now they're starting to thin out. We'll replant and take those out and put some more in. And here I just thought on a whim I'm going to plant a bunch of seeds. Really never expecting them to grow. But these tomatoes are growing like crazy, and they're doing really good. Now let me take you to our other garden. Okay, so Kevin built 2 tall raised beds for me. And I want to show you what's going on. These raised beds have produced more tomatoes. The German Queens have been loaded. Now I picked off this plant already and dehydrated. This one's about ready to blush, but I'm waiting for this one because they're attached. And then our San Marzanos are starting to blush. These are the yellow pears. All these are yellow pears. This garden had all sorts of amendments and fertilizers in it. These are my Romas right here. And I am so, no, yeah, this is aroma and this is aroma. This may be aroma. I don't have a tag on it, y'all. That's my recklessness. Okay, so let's talk about the bad. Because in the beginning, it was very, very bad. I did not put all the amendments in this garden bed. This is a tall raised bed. And it struggled. Boy, did it ever struggle, y'all. So we went and got some more soil and we put it in the bed, and I will show you what's happening now. Hold on. Okay, these are our yellow pears. This is a beef master. These are just starting to put tomatoes on. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on this one. We lost a branch and it's still putting tomatoes on. I have my purple basil in here. And my purple basil just started growing in this other garden too. And by the way, this is aroma. Okay, let's go back to the bed. Now, the Cherokee purple, nothing. The Bush Goliath, nothing. The Celebrity, nothing. The Bonnie Centennial, 1. Bonnie Original, nothing. But the pole beans, these are bush beans. They are doing great. And then these were sent by Marie at Salongirl Gardens. They were dying. I mean, y'all, they were dying. And after we added the new soil, everything started coming to life. There's some more beans. And then I got so frustrated about my cucumbers that I planted some seeds in here. And I'm in the process of thinning them out, but I'm determined to get more cucumbers so I can can some more. So sometimes, you know, you have to watch that soil. You have to amend that soil. And once we did, things started happening. I haven't seen, this tomato plant has been like this, curled up, probably since day one. Some of these we bought in a store, and they've all been like this. Yeah, we water because we have not had rain in months. We water these plants twice. And in a raised bed with no rain, you have to water because it goes out. And I've constantly added fertilizer to it just to, help give it that boost. You can tell I've got it trimmed up. No leaves touching. So I've pretty much babied this. Now my theory is, in nature, God's not walking around taking suckers off, getting the leaves off the ground. You know, they're doing what nature intended them to do. And but because we wanted to can tomatoes and cucumbers, we've gone ahead and trimmed them up. And Chrissy at Along the River Homestead told me, you know, go ahead and trim up your cucumbers. And once I did, she was right. They started growing. And, you know, it hasn't been anything prolific like the green beans and the tomatoes now and my peppers, but it really helped. And see right here, I call this my green bean bed. Here's another cucumber. It was hiding. I like to take my pruning shears to get these off. And of course I don't have them. I'll come back and pick that. Now, let's talk about the ugly. If you remember, we were growing zucchini and it was doing so good. And I've told y'all, after this season, all these raised beds are getting taken down and we're going to make this a food forest. So all these beds will come down. Here's the bad. That was our zucchini and squash bed. We literally had hundreds, if not thousands, of squash bugs and eggs all over our plants. So this is the grave of the squash bugs. Bad, bad, bad. And I just let the weeds grow up around it. We mowed yesterday, but I wanted that to stay that way so I can show you. This part has to have the hand mower anyway. The riding lawnmower can't get in there. So, you know, gardening is so fun and relaxing. It's my happy place. I mean, how can you not get happy when you see that? And you see the beautiful blooms on all your plants, and oh, it just amazes me. It makes me so happy. The other thing that we had to fight were Japanese beetles. And they're in there. They're way down in there. I know y'all can't see it, but this is going to go to the chickens. They're beetles that attack your plants and they eat them. And so my friend Diana at Move North Homestead told me, you got to put beetle traps up. And then Ted and Judy told me, you know, the beetles are here. And I was like, what beetles? I mean, in Texas, we never dealt with them. So that was bad. Anyway, I just wanted to show you some of the things we've dealt with. And, you know, sometimes when you garden, everything works right. But a lot of times when you garden, you fight. You fight against nature because there's things that want to eat what you're growing. But you know what? Perseverance pays off. Okay, y'all. So I just wanted to let you know that this collaboration was started by CJM Farms. And as I told you earlier, I was tagged by Jacob's Triangle. And so I am tagging Salongirl Gardens, Morris Patch of Heaven, and Move North Homestead. You're it.